The Lunatics are running the Asylum. So this is going to be a really quick walkthrough through this game that I'm trying to come up with. So what we have here is a game where each suit on the cards mean a different disorder. Face cards actually mean that you're staffing that work in the Asylum. We have medication dice here. Each one is a different color. They don't have to be a different color, but I did them different color to show like different players that would play the game. So you do is you just start with a regular deck of cards, shuffle them up, and I am not a good shuffler, so we got an 8, a 3, and a 9. Okay, so we have 2 clubs. And you know what I'm gonna do, just because this is like a walkthrough. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change that out for a different disorder. So if you're playing with other people, it's fine to have the same disorder. It actually helps the game. But just because I'm showing this right now, so we have the 9 of clubs, which means that that person is gonna have 4. Start out with 4 medication, because you take 9 and you divide that by half and round down, so it's almost like an 8. This person has a 3, so since they have 3, it is it's gonna be a 2. I know that it probably would be 1, but we'll say that 3 is just kind of take away 1, because that would mean a 3 or a 2 would be always 1 die. So and a 4 would be 2 die. So you know what? We'll say that a 3 or a 2 will be 1 die. But they are a diamond, and they have kleptomania. They're kleptomaniacs. So if they want, they can steal from, at the end of the round, they can steal die from somebody else's pile, win or lose. And then we have 7. So 7, he'll have 3. And then he is a spade, and he has an anxiety disorder with hoarding. So that means that he will always hold on to 2 dice, no matter what happens. Let's see. It's almost kind of like he's taking this die and putting it away and like kind of hiding it off in his hand. So at the end, it looks like he only has 1 die. If let's say he loses and he only has 1 medication die left, he actually has that one that he's been hoarding to use as 2. And then we have the club over here, and that player has schizophrenia, which means that they are allowed to make a reroll on their medication dice, but they're only allowed to reroll 1 die, and that 1 die they have to keep the result if they roll it. So if they had a 4 and they ended up with a 2 or a 1, they have to keep that 2 or a 1. So and if patients roll a 6, they can re-roll that for more points towards the goal, which there is not really necessarily a goal. It's actually rolling to see who wins. So this person's gonna have a really bad shot at winning, because the most that they can get is 6. Well, this guy has 4 and this guy has 3, so this person is most likely gonna lose. I'll show you what this person will do at the end of the round. So everybody rolls their die, and they rolled a 1. That's great. And let's see, and we got no 6s. So we have 5, 7, 12 over here, 1 here, and then we have 19 over here. So the schizophrenic patient has won this round, which means that they will get all the medication from around the table. They will actually take a medication away from the table. They're not going to re-roll everything because they had a really good roll. So they can't take anything away from the diamond, and they're going to take one away from the club over here, or the spade, excuse me, over here. So the round is over. That's round 1 done. This player is going to cash in his medication for a new card. And now they just roll a 10. Well, now a 10 starts out with 5. So by kind of, the medication kind of worked against them and they got the meds right or whatever they did in the asylum, now this person has a multi-personality disorder, and he will earn 1 extra med die per every round, win or lose. So that kind of helps out in the fact that, the first time their first round didn't really go all that well. So now we have this person is in the lead. So this person is on their way to controlling the asylum, to run the asylum. The patient has taken over the asylum. So we start over again, and we do our rolls, and we have 8, and we have a 6 here. So we're going to count that 6, and so that's 12, and then we have 15, and then we have another 6, that's 21, and then this person is even going to roll that extra die that they picked up. So they get 2, 4, 8, and then a 6, which means that's 13. Oh, and then they got another 6, so that means that's 19, and then they got 21. So they got 21. They got 19. What did they get again? I forget. I should have wrote it down. I didn't write it down. But whatever. This guy got this guy got 20. That's 9, 10, and then that's 15 plus the 6 is 21. Okay, so they got 21. They got 20. And then this is 8. Regardless, this guy won. This guy takes it, but this guy holds on to it. Holds on to his thing because he's a hoarder. So he's not actually going to gain anything because he's trying to take the medication, and he's like, well, I only got 1 left. You can't take my last one. So he holds on to the second. He still holds on to that. So this guy doesn't gain anything. So that's kind of a rough idea how things are going. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to work bugs out and stuff like that. We didn't have any staff cards in it, so here we go. I mean, yeah, everybody's a club, but this is the doctor, and the doctor card, which is a king, can change the way the dice flow around. So that guy that had kind of a pile over here, doctor would start with 5 dice. He rolls and he gets this. They cannot re-roll 6s. So we got 12, and then we got those 6s, 18, 19. So this guy has 19, and then this guy will have 2. That's 4. And then this guy will have 3, and that's 12, 14. So the doctor would win, and what he does is he writes a prescription for each patient, and each patient will receive a prescription and lose 3 die. Now, they are all clubs, which means that, if they wanted to, this guy, he could have re-rolled this, and now he's got an 8. He still did not beat the 19 over here, but, so the doctor takes the 1, but the doctor doesn't keep this. He just throws it over in a discard pile, so that medication is not being used anymore. Same with this guy. He's down to 1 now. So his going to the medication in the discard pile. So these guys can cash those in, discard pile, take 2 more, and now this guy's got 10 and this guy's got 6. So this guy gains his 3 back, and this guy gains 5 back. So now the administrator is, in some trouble. So, and that would be the next round. So, like I said, that's the game in a nutshell. I mean, it's not really like a full playthrough, just kind of what I'm thinking. So, let me know what you guys think. You can write them down in the comments or, on the message boards or whatever. Alright, talk to you later.